Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Easy English Talk. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Thanks for joining us.
So, today's topic is something we all say sometimes, I don't know.
Yeah, it happens all the time, right?
It does. And saying just, I don't know is, well, it's fine. But sometimes it can sound a bit blunt, maybe unhelpful.
Exactly. We've been digging into this a bit, and there are actually quite a few better ways to say it, depending on the situation.
Right. Ways that sound maybe more polite or more professional or just friendlier.
And it's interesting because these alternatives, they don't just signal you lack the info. They often promise something more, like helping out.
Totally. So today we're going to cover 5 really useful phrases.
And we'll do some role-playing, too, so you can hear exactly how they sound in real life.
Yeah, because knowing when to use which phrase is key, whether you're in a meeting or just chatting with your mates or, answering questions.
Can really make a difference in how you come across. More competent, maybe? More engaged?
Definitely. Okay, let's dive in. Our first useful way to say I don't know is I'm not sure.
Simple, right. But effective. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it just softens it a little. It suggests maybe you kind of know or you're uncertain rather than completely blank.
It leaves the door open a bit. Instead of just, I don't know where he went.
You'd say, I'm not sure where he went. Sounds less abrupt, doesn't it?
It really does. It feels a bit gentler.
Okay, number 2. This one's really good for work settings. I don't have that information right now.
Ah, yes. Very professional. It's specific. It's about now.
Exactly. It implies you could get it, just not instantly.
And often you'd add something like, but I'll find out for you.
Right. That's the crucial part. I don't have that information right now, but I can look into it. Shows initiative.
Yeah. Turns a negative not knowing into a positive being helpful. That's smart.
Okay. Our third one builds right on that idea of being helpful. Let me check and get back to you.
This one is pure gold, I think. It's proactive.
Totally. You're taking responsibility for finding the answer.
You're not just saying you don't know. You're saying, hold on, I'll sort it.
Works everywhere, right? Work, customer service.
Even with friends. What time does the movie start? Which I can get back to you.
Perfect. Shows you care enough to find out.
Okay, number 4 is a bit more conversational, maybe a bit friendlier.
Which is?
That's a good question.
I like this one. It buys you a second to think, too.
It does. And it makes the other person feel good, like they asked something interesting.
Yeah, it validates them. So you could say, that's a good question. I'm not actually sure, but I'll find out.
Or even just, that's a good question. And then pause while you think if you do have an idea. It's a nice buffer.
It definitely less about your lack of knowledge and more about the interesting query itself.
All right, last one. Number 5. I'm afraid I don't know.
This one sounds a bit more formal, maybe more polite.
Yeah, I'm afraid adds that touch of politeness, maybe humility. Good for, say, more formal situations.
Like a job interview. Or maybe talking to your boss's boss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't know the specific figure offhand. It acknowledges the lack of knowledge respectfully.
Without sounding dismissive or unprepared, it's quite tactful.
Precisely.
Okay, great. So those are our 5 phrases. Now for the fun part, let's hear them in action.
Role play time.
First up, we're at school using I'm not sure. I'll be student A.
And I'm student B. Go for it.
Hey, do you know what time the exam starts tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I think it's at 9. But maybe double check the email from the prof.
Good call. Thanks.
Okay, scene 2. At work. A customer support situation using I don't have that information right now. I'll be the client this time.
Okay, I'm support. Ready.
Hi there. Can you tell me what the shipping cost to Canada would be for this item?
Let me see. Okay, I don't have that specific shipping information right here on my screen, actually, but I can definitely look that up and get right back to you. Would that work?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, third scenario. We're in a meeting. The phrase is, let me check and get back to you. I'll be the manager.
And I'm the employee?
So do we have the final sales numbers for last week yet?
I was just compiling them this morning.
Yeah.
They're almost ready. Let me just finalize the report, and I'll get that back to you this afternoon, if that's okay.
Perfect. Thanks for the update.
No problem. Okay, next, chatting with a friend. Using, that's a good question. I'll ask the question.
Okay, go for it.
Hey, why do cats purr? What's actually happening?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I'm not totally sure. Something about vibrations in their throat? Now I really want to Google it.
Me too. Let's do it later. Okay, last one. Job interview setting. The phrase is, I'm afraid I don't know. I'm the interviewer.
And I'm the nervous candidate.
Yeah. So could you tell us what you know about our main competitor's upcoming product launch?
That's a great question. I've been following your company closely, but I'm afraid I don't know the specific details of their very latest launch plans. I'd certainly be keen to research that further if I were to join the team, though.
Understood. Thank you for your honesty.
Phew. Made it through the interview. You did great. So those examples hopefully show how these phrases work in context.
Yeah, see how they just fit.
Yeah,
Much better than a flat, I don't know, sometimes.
definitely. Okay, how about a quick practice round for everyone listening?
Good idea. Let's just repeat the 5 phrases. Repeat after us.
First one, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Second, I don't have that information right now.
I don't have that information right now.
Third, let me check and get back to you.
Fourth, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
And fifth, I'm afraid I don't know.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Nice job, everyone. So quick recap then.
Yeah. We looked at 5 polite, useful ways to say I don't know. I'm not sure, which is softer.
I don't have that information right now, which is professional and specific.
Let me check and get back to you, showing willingness to help.
That's a good question. Which is friendly and buys time.
And I'm afraid I don't know, which is polite and good for formal settings. And the main takeaway really is that it's absolutely okay not to know things. Nobody knows everything.
True. It's all about how you communicate it. Being polite, maybe offering help.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
Exactly. We hope this deep dive gave you some useful tools for your English conversations.
And join us next time. We're going to tackle another common situation. How to say, I'm sorry, in different polite and useful ways.
Ooh, that'll be a good one. So make sure you follow or subscribe so you don't miss it. And maybe share the show with any friends who are also learning English.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Thanks so much for listening today.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Catch you next time.
Bye for now. And remember to subscribe to Daily Easy English Talk.